right. All right. So there's one person who's parking, so I apologize. We're hoping to get that person in the room here. I want to just welcome everybody. Can you all hear me easily? Yeah, okay. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Edward. I'm kind of helping with logistics and anything else that might come up here. Asil is preparing for himself, and he'll be joining us in just a moment. And this is kind of a really special thing for me because I've gotten to watch Asil kind of going through this transformation over the last couple years. And this is our sort of second public event in San Francisco. And we are incredibly grateful to Pavel, who helped make this possible for us to be here. So thank you so much for hosting us in this just incredible venue. This is spectacular. Just sit where you're comfortable. I think you guys have got that covered already. And if you need to lie down, it's actually requested from Asil that you lie with your head facing the front as opposed to the other way. And we would request that people kind of stay in their own energy space as opposed to kind of cuddling or piling on top of each other. Let's see here. So basically all of the work that Asil does in these sessions here and abroad and the sort of sacred site work that he does is all supported by donations, and we're really grateful for those of you that are able to be here and able to donate to support that. So if you don't know, some of the work he does in the world is traveling around to sacred sites and sites of global trauma all over the world to try to aid in aligning the energy grid in places where it's been perturbed or help to bring it back online at very special holy sites. And so alignment not just for the people, but for the land and the spirits in those regions. And this work that Asil does has evolved out of his work with various different spiritual traditions over the last 18 years. And it kind of culminated about 4 years ago for him when he had a very strong spiritual experience that opened up this connection that he refers to today as the channel. And this is a kind of connection that gives him a kind of connection to both powerful energy and very sometimes quite profound wisdom that comes through during the sessions. And during these sessions, he will kind of embody different kinds of sort of advanced intelligence and advanced beings, and they will usually speak their names before they come through, and so you'll know them by the names that they have given in other times that they've also embodied in this way. So through this connection, this energy kind of comes through and establishes a safe environment for all of us to do this kind of alignment work. And it will also allow you to kind of deepen and drop into a meditative state and receive information as well, potentially as well as he does. And so he will, once he starts receiving the information, he may start speaking certain types of messages. The process for Asil to get into the trance will involve a lot of sort of energy work and movements, and he may be moving himself quite vigorously at certain parts. And so if you haven't been in a space like that before, just know that he's okay, and he's not hurting himself or anything like that. And they're actually quite gentle with him, even though it doesn't look that way. And he is also present as a seal the whole time, so that he does not lose his identity to the extent that he doesn't know who he is or what he's doing. So he's a very safe container all around. You might recognize some of the names that the beings use as kind of angels or archangels, but interestingly, they never ever refer to themselves as such. Based on the sort of the stories they tell, they may be actually quite older than humanity itself or Earth. Let's see here. So what else do I want to say? So there's basically two main parts to the session: this group energetic alignment, as well as as Silma walk around and do some hands-on work with individuals, possibly not. You may also hold in your mind a loved one that you want to invite in to receive healing or alignment as well, and they may benefit from this. And you may set intention to release anything that you want to let go of, thoughts or emotions or things that no longer serve. And if you or let's say if someone nearby is having their own strong experience or receiving a healing, do what you can to stay with your own experience so that you can just stay in your own field as opposed to kind of, looking around at what's going on everywhere else. And after this kind of alignment portion is complete, there will often be a spoken transmission. Often Emmanuel will enter Asil's body to share wisdom, and he also will likely ask if people have questions that they'd like to ask. And so if you're interested in asking a question, just raise your hand and get my attention, and I'll walk over with a microphone, and we will make that happen. And when asking questions, try to make your question as succinct as possible. Really no preamble is needed for the guides to be able to understand the situation that you're going through. And very personal questions, should I move to a new apartment, or should I change jobs, or things like that, usually won't get very satisfying answers because Emmanuel generally kind of calibrates the answers to benefit you as well as the people listening. And that may not be the most useful type of question to ask in that case. And also one of the things people find is if they're in a kind of deep meditative space, with the space that opens up, you can ask yourself silently and start to receive interesting answers as well in the space that's created. As you may have heard, we are recording both audio and video, and we will release a transcript of the audio following the event. We ask that you turn off your phones completely, not just airplane mode. And there is a live stream that is going out, and if people specifically don't want to be filmed at all, there's a sort of a segment of the area that you can be in so that you will know you won't be filmed, and that's kind of this back left corner here. But the footage will be going out to the live stream, and then there will be some shots that Stefan is taking that will be part of a documentary film that he's helping to produce. Let's see here. Please stay in the room, in your place, especially during the alignment and healing portion, because if you get up and start to move around, it's Asil said it's almost like leaving surgery in the middle of an operation. So stay put, and if you do need to use the bathroom is back through those glass doors, but please try to avoid doing so during the healing portion. I guess the last thing I'll say, as the session comes to a close, please don't fall immediately into kind of chit-chat and just kind of everyday conversations. And don't let the energy just disperse really quickly, and let it settle, and also be respectful of where others are at in their process. It can be sometimes a strong experience for people. So that's my main notes for people. Does anyone have any questions they'd like to ask before we get started? Team, is there anything you wish that I'd said? Okay, cool. Well, I think without further ado, we will commence as soon as Asil is ready. Thank you so much for coming. It's a real honor to be here with all of you.
Good morning. Interesting Sunday in a church, huh? Different style. Thank you all for coming. It's a pleasure to see this many of you. And all those that are tuned in via the first time live stream. Technology, yay. Thank you, Stoff and Edward, and Lena and Crystal, and Pavel, and Stefan, all these beautiful people. I feel like my work is easy compared to all the things that they're doing. This mystery of life. There's so many aspects of it that we don't understand. We don't even come close to understanding. And yet here we are, existing and living, enjoying. Sometimes questioning what this is all about, and sometimes just forgetting about the whole aspect that it's quite a mystical, mysterious experience. Or maybe it's just incomprehensive, just so big that we can't comprehend it. Or maybe we need to get into different states of our consciousness to really understand things from a different perspective. Well, today will be such an attempt to get into a different state of consciousness. If you get into a state of snoring, though, Edward will give you a nudge. Gentle. Every time you hit a barrier with your thoughts, be kind to yourself and see if you can go deeper, if you can let go even more. That's my invitation to you. Thank you for being here. Greetings. I'm Raphael. One of the many appearances I provide is through individuals like this host, who have cared and dedicated their lives to a certain type of purification and adjustment process. And so that the divine may utilize them as instruments of their work, of our work. And our work is the evolution of mankind, the evolution of your consciousness, the maturing of a consciousness from the material plane into a non-material plane. This development has already started. The first stages is the awakening of mankind, awakening from the standard operations to deepening the inquiries and the questions, to seeking different perspectives on the same matters. And to seeking different matters completely. Matters that are hard to comprehend with the human mind. All of you are gifted with this particular life of yours and all aspects that it provides. The body that is capable of doing things beyond your comprehension. It is your host for this period on time, on earth. All the relationships that are provided to you, not by coincidence, to provide learning and growth. Some of these learnings, continuations of many generations and many iterations. The gifts of this planet, everything that she provides, unconditionally, for your comfort and safety all the time. This are some of the perspectives of the gift that I mentioned. Can you truly perceive it as a gift at all times? And if not, what are the aspects of your being that must be reflected on? Contemplate it. Eased. Today's work on you will be focused on easing some of these aspects of your being that prevent you from truly being present. This alignment will also focus on other aspects of your being, a subtle aspects of your existence, your presence, and the connection to higher realms as well as to the planet that you're living on. All of this work is provided in benevolence and completely unconditionally from us to you for your evolution and support of your growth. By assisting you, you will eventually assist others, and the evolution of consciousness for humankind is more likely. And will be more natural. My work is complete. Greetings, I'm Emmanuel. Many centuries, decades, millennia. As time passes, humanity evolves. So it seems. Evolution happens on multiple levels of existence, not just the ones that you can measure. The evolution of your consciousness is highly impacted by all your actions, and it represents the level of your maturity in terms of your evolution. The collective is a representation of all human consciousness. The individuals make up the collective. There is no separation except the one that you perceive, and that is perceived by others through their observation. Yet truly human consciousness binds and connects in a way incomprehensible. The perfect environment for consciousness to grow is the experience itself. So each of you experiencing on behalf of the collective, yet also for yourself. Growth happens, and through these experiences converted into wisdom. By itself, the experience alone merely provides an opportunity to learn and to grow for all those participating in the experience itself. And some experiences on a collective level require the entire collective to learn and to grow. Some experiences will require many generations to complete and to heal and to be turned into wisdom, a deep knowing. You are the eyes and the ears, the hands of the collective. The collective is an extension of all consciousness. Through you, the consciousness of all existence experiences what it means to be human in the moment. And through you, all of existence observes the maturity consciousness can deliver. As the collective evolves, the actions of the individuals will change. Still, always testing the boundaries, always the extremes, and provided to understand if truly what is learned is wisdom or merely missing a perspective. Until the entire collective understands and agrees, not on a mental level, but on a soul level, on an energetic level. This understanding is the baseline for a stronger evolution of consciousness. Where common understanding cannot be found, the aspects of your being that will be tested, your patience and your compassion. Can you truly love unconditionally in all situations, all humans? And you will be tested. And this is the collective's role in completing a cycle of learning and growth. Today's work is a small step in many steps that will follow. Our assistance for humanity will extend over the decades to come. This assistance will be focused on your evolution, not on finding the solutions to your problems. These will be yours to fix. It is for you to receive a different perspective to life itself, the relationship itself, a different perspective to yourself and to all of existence. This is the path of empowerment. This is the path of self-realization. Thank you for listening to my words. I will now answer some of your questions.
Emmanuel, from the live stream, Laura asks, how can we heal the pattern of victimhood and powerlessness?
and patterns of victim, villain, or hero itself are all aspects of an interplay until completed. The completion can be initiated by each party. It is to receive the true understanding of the perspectives of all participants, a deep knowing, and understanding the importance for one's growth to have had this experience in the first place, for the growth of the collective. Once peace has been found within each, then the cycle will be complete, and the role designated no longer remains to have the same hold that it did before. Yet understand the importance of this role for learning and growth. All of humans have been victims before, and villains, and saviors, in this lifetime and in many lifetimes before. All for cycles of learning and growth. Understand the power that you have to complete this cycle. Thank you for your question.
Another question from the live stream. Angela asks, what can we do to prepare myself and my family through the changes that may come?
Changes in itself have been an important aspect of human existence, and they will continue. The illusion of comfort is momentarily available to you. The environment continuously in change, and to provide the optimal states for growth, never consistent. The changes to come will provide challenges into the existing structures humanity has created for themselves. The structures to pretend stability. The structures and to pretend comfort and the illusion of control. Environmental changes will impact these structures. It will impact the leadership of these structures. Changes of your environment will impact you. Yet, can you, as an individual, weather through the changes by establishing an alignment within? An alignment of your mind, of your heart, of your body, and of your spirit. Can you observe the situation that you're currently in and act accordingly in the best possible way given to you in the moment? Can you truly embrace that change is part of life? And so the main aspect that you have truly in control is the being that you are. Your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, your physical body, and aspects of your energetic body. This alignment will be the source of your power for the changes to come. Thank you for your question.
What barriers remain to global adoption of zero-point energy technology?
Please repeat.
What barriers remain to global adoption of zero-point energy technology?
The barriers are in the structures that have been established that profit from not having this available to all humans. All of existence receives the energy of existence itself, a fabric that connects matter, alive, conscious, and matter by itself. This fabric that we refer to as the love of creation provides a limitless force of energy. Under the right circumstances, this energy can be harnessed. It can be utilized to create life itself. Humanity's current state only provides acceptance and reception of this form of energy in small groups of individuals. It will require the evolution of consciousness to truly accept energy that is available to all at all times and with the right matters can be harnessed for the benefit of all. Until then, the sun will provide you everything you need. Thank you for your question.
Thank you for being here. My question is, what does right relationship between men and women look like as we move into this next evolution of embodiment and consciousness?
The relationship of two individuals that have chosen to live, to bond, and potentially to create life is a relationship of learning and growth, and it will always remain this. It will always remain in this function until the very end. The growth and learning that I speak about can be as deep as understanding unconditional love. It can be as deep as understanding fully surrender. It can be as deep as understanding full devotion to another individual being, or sacrifice for a new life as a guardian of this new life arising. Relationships will continuously evolve depending on the evolution that the collective is going through and the individual is going through. Norms, ethics, morals, all aspects to change and continuous evolution, as you have seen and witnessed in human history. Understand the constants that are within you, the constants of love, the constant of peace and trust, the bond that is established between another human being, a full surrender, a depth that one can only experience in the presence of another. This is the relationship that is possible for you. Will you surrender when required? Will you trust despite the unknown? Thank you for your question.
What can we do as individuals to help on the change?
Please repeat.
What can we do as an individual to change, to help on the change?
The strongest point and leverage of change will always be you. Your internal change will always reflect the strongest point of impact through you. And only in your true and authentic expression can you start to impact the change of others within themselves. Sometimes your presence will be sufficient to provide the spark, the motivation and inspiration, and to change themselves, to embark on a continuous awakening journey. This spark is what will change everything. The spark that brought you on your journey. Some of it is conscious to us, yet most of it will remain in subconscious and will be delivered to you in all the different relationships and moments. and the longing of your spirit to awaken. This awakening process will start the wave of awakening across the entire planet, and the level of surrender and the level of ability to adjust will provide a smoother or more difficult transition for those in the process. There are many ways individuals can help other individuals. You will find your expression of service into the awakening of mankind. Thank you for your question.
Thank you. My question to you is, if you're lost in a pivot point, I feel how you know what is the correct direction that you're going.
Please repeat.
My question is, if you're lost in a journey that you're taking, how do you know it's the right step to go in the next step of your life, a career path?
All journeys lead to the same destination. There are different routes, full of different experiences and learnings, some of which you might judge as difficult or lost. Yet in the end, they all provide important learning and growth, without judgment and opinion. All experiences of your life have served you to become who you are. I've provided you the full spectrum of experiences, from love and joy to sadness and anger. One would not exist without the other, you see. One cannot be found without being lost. The spectrum of experiences makes understanding what the right balance is and understanding what choices are. Aside from the journey, the aspect that will change everything for you is your ability to be present in every moment and truly to understand all aspects of the moment, all aspects of your being in relation to the moment. This very moment is the one where all your power comes together. All decisions are made right now. Your ability to understand, to become more present, will drive all decisions of your life and all journeys to come. Thank you for your question.
What is your message for those leaders in the world that have doubt, fear, and pain about the changes coming for the world and for them and their role in that? Thank you.
Messages are delivered and received through the mind. This is a game that humanity has played and established itself in perfection. We will not argue on a mental level with those that are not to receive the messages that are on a much deeper level to be delivered. Every argument creates a counter-argument. Every standpoint is correct. There are no winners and no losers. Only positions. For a moment, the messages to be delivered are on a much deeper level. It's the change that is coming through the evolution of consciousness, through the evolution of individuals that will drive the waves of decisions to be made. The awakening of the masses. This will speak volumes. Thank you for your question.
How do you reconcile with the past in order to not let it hinder you in the present?
The only thing left of the past is your attachment to it. The attachment itself carries importance in your learning. It is there in order to fully allow you to complete the learning of this experience. The experience itself can only be completed once all perspectives have been seen and observed. Inner contemplation and reflection upon the same situation, understanding your emotions and your thoughts, and understanding all participants in the moment, truly submerging yourself until the past completes itself. And as no longer the direction that it provides to your present moment, or to your future moments. Thank you for your question.
For souls that are here as volunteers and have no memory of where they are from, how can we move forward in completing our assignment?
It is by design for all those that enter this plane and the human experience to carry no memory of past lives, of past experiences, or places of origin. It requires the individual to come to this place and start to discover the full potential that is within the human self. And within this potential, all that is delivered to you and through your ancestry, through your origins of this life, of many lives before. Your connection to all of existence beyond yours. As you start to cultivate these relationships from a place of inner peace and balance, you will start to see that your existence carries potentially more than just to experience the human form. An application of your life force in the way it wants to express itself. And to impact and inspire others, and to provide in collective learning and growth. Yet the journey you are on must continue. And once you set your emotions aside, you will see deeper levels of surrender will make answers appear. Thank you for your question.
Munisa from the live stream asks, what is it about change that us humans resist?
Comfort and discomfort, the levels of comfort that have been established, that every single time change is about to come, your comfort levels established will be challenged. Ultimately is understanding what are the aspects of your life that you have created that you truly need, and what are the aspects that are a gift and nice to have, maybe not required at all. What are the comforts that define your being, that define your identity? And what are those comforts that you're easy to let go of? You see, change and the ability to accept and receive change is directly correlated to your ability to deal with discomfort. And once you start reflecting on this aspect, change, no matter when it comes and how it comes, will be much easier to handle. Thank you for your question.
Thank you for being here, and my English is not so good because, sorry for that, but I try. I hope you understand what I want to ask. I saw that there are many challenges human beings have about the topic money, and that much people have fear to get not enough, or they're doing jobs which one they don't like, but they do it because of that fear, or they are manipulating other people to get more money. So what's your view, and what can we do? And yes.
Money in itself does not carry value, emotion, or opinion, or specific energy. It is the structures, the individuals, the education, the way it is perceived, the way this tool has established itself in the collective is what makes it so rich in terms of emotion and attachment, the value that it holds for the individual, the value that it holds for the collective, and the upside and the downside that it provides. Yet money itself is not the barrier to overcome. It does not carry emotion by itself. If it's perceived as the tool that it is, it will provide the value for all of mankind. Yet with the current existing structures and the emotions attached, you will require new systems that will replace the old, yet will allow for value exchange in a different way, in a modern way, in a way that potentially does not carry the emotional attachment. You see, changing the tools will not change the mindset. The mindset can only be changed through cultivation of the mind and of the heart. You are not oppressed by money. You are oppressed by your mind and the contractions and the constructs that it provides to you and to the collective. And these barriers can only be resolved by you and internally and through continuous cultivation. And you will start to see money as what it is, despite the energy and the emotions that are provided by all the others. Thank you for your question.
Radha from the live stream asks, how can I help and be of service to the collective of this ascension?
First and foremost, the way you will serve the entire collective is by focusing and nourishing your own development for becoming the best version of yourself in every moment, for expanding your emotional capacity, your mental openness, your physical strength, and your spiritual expansion. your entire being aligned as an exemplary human experience will impact so many around you. This is a true gift to give to all those around you. You will see on this journey of internal alignment new forms of expression. Will find themselves. The collective will request from you and will define the service that wants to be provided through you. Your mental processes and emotional processes will only be a small aspect of the expression. Most of it will be delivered through your connection to the divine and through your connection to the collective. Thank you for your question. Thank you for your time and to receive this work, an expression of our love for humanity, and for its state and evolution, the support that we provide unconditionally in this time of change. May you be blessed, and all those around you receive the benefits of your work. Even just this level of silence, of thoughts and emotions, quiet, swimming in a sea of love. Thank you for sharing this experience with me. Be kind to yourself. And take good care of yourself.
You're welcome to stay seated and quiet as long as you like, or if you'd like to get up and start to move around, that's okay too. And we're going to start to do whatever we humans do next.
We will send you an email with post-care suggestions and all the typical symptoms that we have collected across the world that people have about for the week after something like this happens, like a session. They're very small and minor side effects, like sometimes people have headaches or this and that. But we just want to share this with you so that you have an understanding of what's normal, okay? And it will all pass away within a week. The good thing is, the energy is also present with you for at least a week. So if you go into meditation or meditative states, you will be able to tune back into the same silence that we were in. So, blessings to you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Thank you, Asil. Thank you, team.